Hi folks, Wrathe here for Ibanez UK. Today I'm going to give you a few bite-sized country licks that you can shove into your playing style. So if you want to ape a particular style of music without going too deep down into it and spending 40, 50 years learning just that, one of the best things to do is just kind of get a good vibe for that style and then try and incorporate it using your phrasing or picking up on certain intervals that are used quite frequently in that style. So something that's going to get you right in the ballpark straight away when it comes to country playing over a major chord, say A major, is if you know your A major pentatonic, which looks like your minor pentatonic scale, but 3 frets lower for the chord that you're on. So it's really simple. To make that sound country straight away, instead of playing the major pentatonic, just play the blues scale from that root. Normally you would be down here, wouldn't you? We're starting on the second note, gives it that major blues. So straight away you sound a lot more kind of country than just playing the straight major scale. And another thing that you can do that country players use a lot is chromatic passing notes in between all of those notes. So potentially you could go. So it's not strictly the chromatic scale because I'm not moving down going, you know, playing every single note, but I'm starting on each string. I'm just running up four notes chromatically. And that just puts you straight into kind of country land, if you like. So that's a good way, if you just want to start improvising and playing over a country piece, that's a great place to start. And it'll put you straight there. But let me give you some licks then that you can actually use over country. And one of the things I really like to do on guitar are pedal steel type bends. So here is the lick. And it's one I stole from Jerry Donahue. It's actually quite simple to do, but it sounds really quite impressive, I think. I love that kind of lap steel stuff. And so I'll show you the mechanics of it. What we're going to do is we're going to bend down, we're going to fret a note on the G string and we're going to bend down a tone. So that's our target note. So say we're on the 9th fret, we want to get to the 11th fret tonality. So we're going to do that. I'm going to bend down because I want to grab hold of the B string when I get to the bottom. And what I do is I bend down and I allow the B string to kind of fall under my finger and attach itself almost to the G string. And you'll know when you've got there because they'll sort of sit together. And once you get to that point, you then play both strings together. So I'm playing the G and the B string now. And you get that nice dissonance, which you're going to resolve. And you're going to resolve it by bringing it back up. So effectively what you're doing is you're raising that B string back to where it wants to be, and the G string as well. And what's happening is the B string is going up a semitone as the G string is going down. So you kind of go, they're the notes that are being played. And that's a really cool way to finish a phrase. And the way to navigate this and find out where that lick is for every major chord is to know the names of the notes on the B string. So if you don't already know the names of the notes on the fretboard, that's definitely on your to-do list. It's because it's going to open up so many possibilities for you, so many avenues. But if you are really struggling, then use the root note of a chord that you're on. That's the major chord, even if you don't know the name. And go, right, okay, well there's my root, there's the octave. So I now need to find this octave, which is 2 strings down and 3 frets across. And then I come back a semitone from there, and that's where I play the lick. Okay, that's lick 1. So another really cool country lick is over a dominant 7 chord. So you could be playing this progression. And it's this. And you can alternate pick it if you wanted to. Or you can hybrid pick it. You can really change the phrasing up and be quite staccato with it, so you get that real chicken picking sound out. Or you can just play it straight, which works quite nice for jazz. So it's the same thing, but we're just saying it in a different way. Same words, different accent, if so to speak. So that's the lick. And you find it again, so just so you can get it under your fingers, whatever chord you're on. So that's our dominant chord shape. Standard D7 or D9. It starts 2 tones higher. And that note stays the same. So another really cool that you can do while we're based around this kind of 9th shape is to bend the G string on the chord. So we're heading for that note, and then we're going to come back down. So we play it. So you've got a couple of things you can string together there, and another one that's really useful, which is really typically country as well. You'll know this straight away if you don't already know how to play it. This is so useful for pretty much, you know, a ton of different genres, and that's to take the major chord that you're on, and then play the major 3rd, and then we're looking at the major 6 interval in connection with it. So you can slide into it to really give you that kind of country twang. And you can play this however you like. You don't have to play it in a country kind of phrasing. You could use it for blues, all sorts of stuff. So the tab-wise, we're looking at 6 on the G string, 5 on the E string, then it's 7/7, 8/8, 9/9, and then back. And I'm sliding up from 5 to 6 and hybrid picking it. And then one final one, if you were accompanying somebody, let's say you wanted to play a solo in a kind of chordal fashion over a 12 bar. Those kind of things, 1/4. Would be these positions. So they're really simple. It's implying a dominant 7 because you've got that kind of -7 interval over your major. So whenever you're playing your major chord, you want to find this where this lick fits. You just go a tone down from the octave. That's where we're starting. Little finger on there. So in this position, tab-wise, we've got 5 on the D string, and then I'm playing 2 and 2 on the G and B. And I'm actually pulling it off with my first finger. And that's kind of a typical kind of country rhythm. You don't have to play the country rhythm. So that's chord 1. When we go to, and what you do is you drop down a semitone, and you're playing this now. So we've got 4 on the D string, 2 on the G string, and then 1 on the B string. And it doesn't matter where you play this, the open G and B just seem to work because you're only on them for a second. It just gives you that kind of country, chicken picked kind of rhythm. And once you've got that shape, that's the same shape for going up to the 5, you know, the last chord. So we're going to do it. And then when you end up on the last chords in the progression, it's just a tone higher, as it would be in the chord. And if you're a bit of a finger picker, you can do kind of the banjo rolls on these if you want to. That kind of thing, which is really cool. So you've got a mixture of all of those. You can take your major pentatonic and then play around with the chromatic passing notes. So the, you know, 3 or 4 different easy to play little licks that put you firmly in the kind of country world. So there we are, there's a few techniques, hints and tips on incorporating a bit of country into your playing style, which is always going to be beneficial if you're able to kind of diversify. It might just inspire you to play the most crazy metal lick, who knows. So hopefully that's been of use to you. If you already know all this stuff, then that's great. If you don't and it's helped you one little bit, then it's been worthwhile. So thanks for watching. Hope you did get something out of it, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Until then, take care.